pro api te tupunei te hai poi poi la. Awe te wawai. Awai mai ti fei fei. Fei fei.
Everybody get up on the second one.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey guys, how's it going? How you guys doing? Thank you for stopping by. I do apologize. I may have to redo my intro. I believe I had some technical difficulties here. My engineer had stated that they couldn't hear the intro. So really quick, let me just tell the audience we have a great show today. We have Tahiti Mana. Manarii and Nalini Gauthier. They are here based out of Oahu. They are a Polynesian Tahitian dance group, dance troupe, and they are a professional entertainment company. They do a lot of things. They've traveled around the world. They had an opportunity to share their culture, their love for their dance, and their passion for what they do through Tahiti Mana and what they're doing today as well. Lots of experience, lots of stories to tell. We can't get to all of them, but we want to welcome Tahiti Mana here on the show. How you guys doing tonight? You guys doing good?
Yes, we are. Can you hear?
We're good, and I did catch you guys on a dance, practicing in your studio, and I do appreciate that. So really quick, for most of us here, probably there's a lot of people joining us who don't really know you guys. So do me a favor, just really quick, each of you. Mana, you can start first, and then Nalini next. Can you just please just introduce yourself and talk a little bit more about what you guys do?
Okay, Yaurana o Manarii toi oa. Te ie tau Vahine tonai oa o Nalini. Wa oro mātou maua. E marurutu tātou wharereit a te imahana.
Hi everybody, thank you for having us, Harry. Thank you for including us, and congratulations on your new venture and for making the best of the pandemic and just starting new projects. So we just wanted to come and support you, and we...
Do you?
I had mine downstairs. I didn't get to bring it, but I do have a Hilo Hattie. Is this a Hilo Hattie cup from Sheila to show my my aloha spirit, with my tea. But so thank you guys for coming on. And I've been wanting for you guys to join the show. As you know, we've been part of that group back then on Oahu when we were living there. And I just wanted to share what you guys do there with Tahiti Mana. But just want to go back and just talk a little bit about both of your journeys as far as what you guys have done with Tahiti Mana and previously as dancers before you guys were instructors. So like Mana, if you can tell us like a little bit about your background, how you got into dancing and Polynesian dancing and into the drumming and all that good stuff.
Well, I was kind of born into dancing because my mom still is a dancer. She kind of specializes on top of the table dancing kind of thing. But she was a dancer, and then I grew up into dancing with her. Back then she was dancing for Te Maiwa, for Koko Hota Hota. So if you guys have not heard of Koko Hota Hota, he's a legend in Tahitian dancing, and his group Te Maiwa has been the longest active running Pupuori Tahitian dance group that there is right now. And and as far as Tahiti Mana is concerned, we started it in July 2011. And you want to say a little bit of...
Maybe we go a little bit further back. I wanted to share a story that shows kind of how it was all meant to be. So we met dancing when we were younger. We were going to college at UH Manoa, and we actually never met at college. He was on the golf team at UH, and I was in my master's program for dance. And so we didn't meet at college, but we were dancing for the same local Tahitian dance group, Te Vairanui. And we were dancing for a while together, but we never really, I was really shy and I wasn't very outgoing, so he was really loud and obnoxious, and I was like, oh, that guy's so loud. So it wasn't until we did a big show, Waikiki Ho'olalea, big, thousands and thousands of people. We had tons of dancers, and we got off the stage, and then for some reason, like, the tourists like grabbed us, or they're like, "Oh, can we take a picture?" And that was my first time kind of like being around him, and he's like, "Oh yes," in his accent, which was much stronger back then. "We're going to be together a long time." I just thought it was funny the way he worded it, because we were just taking pictures, but the line of the people was really long, so it was like, all right, we're going to be stuck taking pictures here for a long time. So yeah, that was like the first time I hung out with him. We were just posing for photos, and we started, like, he used to have his little place, and we called it Club Mana, because we would go after shows and like hang out, and it kind of was like a dance club, like our own personal dance club. And he taught me how to dance, like Tahitian couple dancing, and I was like, ooh, that's cool. And then
Not as obnoxious.
yeah, I was like warming up to him a little bit. But we started dating, and then one time we were at a party, probably it was yours, yeah, Club Mana, and I think we're on other sides of the room, which is not very far apart because it was really small. But he called out.
Well, we were just in a good mood, and then whenever I get all the boys riled up, I usually just call out and I go, "Tu takie!" And then they respond. Yeah. But then, in this particular moment, she responded. And I was like, and she went, "Kia, kia, kia." And I was like, how do you know what the response is, So I was kind of surprised, and then, why do you know?
So I went to college in San Francisco, and while I was there, I was working on my art degree and minoring in dance, my undergrad. And I was dancing with Uncle Tommy and Auntie Camille at Manarii Polynesian Review, and which was an awesome experience for me. Shout out to them for just an awesome environment, and just live drumming, tons of people, and really made my time in San Francisco very easy, because it's like being in a family. And so yeah, their teacher was Michael Foster, so from Tahiti, and she was teaching them the same thing that her group, Tamariki Poirani, did for the Heva. So that's how come I knew that. And
I did the Heva that got taught to them with Tamariki Poirani in 2004. So like basically everything that she knew, I danced it at the Heva in Tahiti in 2004. And a little bit more about, Mako and Tamariki Poirani. So Mako was a dancer at the same time as my mom was a dancer with Kokohotahota, with Te Maiva. And then if we're gonna go, to see what the dance lineage, if you want, would be, Kokohotahota was actually one of the dancers that was with the, for us, legendary group called Heva, that was led by Madeleine Moa, and she gets a lot of, what would you call it?
So for those of you that aren't familiar with Tahitian dance, it went through a period of prohibition. So I think it was 1842, it was forbidden to dance, it was forbidden to speak the language, Tahitian language, and all the cultural practices. And it lasted till like almost the whole of the 1800s.
Almost 100 years. Like, so 1950s, she kind of she got most of the credit of reviving the whole Tahitian
to make it
dancing and everything. So looking at it in a certain angle, our dance lineage, comes down from Madeleine Moa to Kokohotahota and then Mako after that.
That's awesome. You guys got a great, I guess, dance lineage and pedigree with that stuff. So fast forward from all that stuff, you guys get your experiences. You guys are with the group on Oahu. Talk us a little bit through about the creation or the inception of Tahiti Mana.
before that, he was helping a group, Ori Tahiti, and then we did some competitions with them. I think we won. Yeah, it was good. And then we just, we had our family, and we ended up creating. Well, it was his idea. I was like, I don't want to do that.
It's kind of cliche, but I seriously had a dream, and in the dream, we had a group called Tahiti Mana. So the next day, I was like, you know what? Maybe we just start our own group, and I've got a name for it.
Yeah, was it any coincidence that the second portion of the Tahiti Mana name was your name?
It's not. His name is actually Manarii, so it's
okay.
Like, yeah, it
it's
doesn't.
Not, if it was after me, it would be Tahiti Manarii. But no, and that's how we started. I felt strongly because after we've helped the other groups, I felt strongly about her being a good teacher, and with all her background, and I was like, man, I think we can do something.
Right. So I mean, for us, you guys started in 2011. Just a little background for everybody about us. We were walking in Manoa Park at the time in 2013. And we were walking, with the kids, and we happened to be turning the corner, and we had heard some drumming a little bit. And as you know, Sheila, she's been experienced with some Polynesian dance groups out there. Big shout out to Nona Sina, because that's one of the groups that she started with. But for us, we saw you guys. I believe it was you and Tati Paloma. You guys were sitting and teaching like 6 girls, one of the slower numbers, and I remember talking to Paloma and just saying, who you guys are, etc. You were kind of busy, and doing the instruction, Mana. She just told me to give you guys a call. So actually, during that time, I must have called like 3 groups. 2 of them didn't answer, and we were cruising down Baratania, probably coming from like Zippy's or something like that, and I get a phone call from you. And you had invited us to UH studio at the time, and I remember hanging up and telling Sheila, I was like, man, this guy has a French accent, which is kind of funny that Nalini brought that up, and I was like, oh, I go, and she's like, yeah, a lot of those people from Tahiti, they speak French, French Polynesia. I said, all right, say cool. So for myself, that was my first experience with the Polynesian culture, the dancing, the music, and all that stuff, and it was foreign to me. It was new to me. But Sheila, fell right in, and eventually, my daughters, as you know, Malia started dancing, and I had the opportunity and blessing to get on the line as far as drumming with you guys. Can't say I can drum, but I was on that line, and it was great times. But for you guys, as far as starting Tahiti Mana, and Mana, you experience with dancing, Nalini as well. Like, how important is it in the everyday teachings and your guys' mission statement and what you guys are all about, as far as sharing that culture fully, sharing that what each movement actually means, what the words mean in the music, and why you're doing certain things. How important is that in your guys' instruction and when you guys are teaching each student?
Okay, so earlier you had talked to me about our mission statement, and honestly, since we began to now, it's been nonstop. So I had to think about it, and our old mission statement I didn't feel like was complete, so I just wrote something down. I'm just going to read it because I'm better at writing than talking. So our mission is to perpetuate Tahitian music and dance around the world. We celebrate tradition and what we learned from those people that came before us, our elders, and also while staying relevant and adaptable in our modern times. And we hope to invigorate individuals and to be the best version of themselves so that they can be a positive contribution to their community. We value nature, human connection, and celebrating life through all the seasons. So good and bad, whatever comes. We're kind of like a family, And even people that move away, like, you don't live in Hawaii anymore, but you're still part of our family. So that's what we love about this, is that we've created an extended family. And, in the same way, he's able to perpetuate his culture and stay connected to his homeland, even though he doesn't live there anymore. And then our kids also get to experience their culture and stay connected to their ancestors. So it's kind of we are all inclusive. Anybody, whether they're Tahitian or Polynesian or not at all, we welcome everybody. We just want to have fun and enjoy, and there's something about the drumming, Tahitian drumming, or even the music in general, that is just so lively and so invigorating that it's hard, not to just have the best time of your life. And that's kind of what we do together, is we just enjoy and just celebrate life, basically. Celebrate that we're healthy, that we can move our bodies, play music, whatever it is we do, and just enjoy the company of everybody together. So that's our mission statement.
No, that's an awesome mission statement. And again, you guys are watching Hbtv, the show, the second season, with our special guest tonight, Tahiti Mana, Manarii and Nalini Gauthier. So yeah, like you said, every time, for myself, every time I heard that drum, that pahu, it hits me in my chest, and you just can't help. It's gonna get the party started. It's gonna get the dancers started, and that's what hit me the most there. So it was always fun, like you said. I didn't actually get to go to Club Mana when I was in Hawaii, but I'm sure I got a taste of it on some of the nights after some of the competitions or the performances, and just having a good time with you guys. So speaking of competitions, one of the things that, again, it was brand new for us, brand new for me especially. We just got to Hawaii. We just found you guys. We had nobody there. Nobody really. I mean, we had a couple of friends sprinkled here and there, but literally we were just on an island by ourselves. And hooking up with you guys was a blessing, and it still is. Thank you for that. And just being in that competition, that first time, I'm in a Tahitian group with you guys, going to compete. A couple months later at Waikiki Shell, right? And I'm like, wow, this is where Bob Marley stood at one point. For concerts. I'm like, yeah, this is really cool. But how do you guys feel about competitions, as far as how much is that of value to you guys as your group, and kind of walk us through the grinding and the ins and outs of preparing for something like that, Hava?
Well, competition, you learn a lot, you sacrifice a lot. You make lifetime friendships because you put so much effort and time together. We actually have moved away a little bit from competitions. We entered Waikiki, Hbtv Waikiki 3 times. We won. We got, I don't even remember. Hbtv Honolulu. We won in 2015. 2014, and then 2015 was Hbtv Kauai, so we kind of did a lot, and
we entered in 13.
They were amazing experiences, but our kids couldn't play sports because we always had to, it's a lot of work, and so we kind of moving away from that. We did that, checked it off, and it's amazing, but right now our focus is more on traveling, learning, sharing with people, connecting with people from different parts of the world, especially the Pacific. We went to New Zealand recently, and we have but competition, it's a challenge, you bring the best out of yourself, but it's a big sacrifice, and I think groups that compete for a long time, it's easy to get burnt out for the leaders, and it affects your health. So for us, we really want to have fun. Competition is stressful, so we have some different things gonna be planned. As far as solo competition, we have some titles, and our students have titles, but it really doesn't mean anything to us. We're not into solo competition. We've done it, we train for it, our students do it, but it's not what we place value on. For us, it's just the sharing, the culture, the community and just having fun.
That's awesome, and you know what? I was blessed to be a part of both of those HAVA competitions, championships. So I'm a what do you say? A back-to-back championship person with Tahiti Mana. I got my strap, I got my belt. I retired, so you know I'm not gonna compete anymore. but seriously, that was great. Especially, I mean, the first one, that first experience, you know, just like I said, just being fresh and being new into it. Just seeing what you guys were doing, my hat goes off to you guys, because you guys are just all over the place, making the costumes, doing the choreography, doing the music, getting all the musicians together, drinking the beer, you know, on the side, you know, when we have time, you know, then getting back, not you, but getting back to everything else with that. But it was a grind, like you said, and I can just imagine, you know, years and years and years with it. But it was great fun, great times on both occasions with that, and all the stuff that you guys have done as well. Let's talk a little bit about you know, what inspires you guys? What inspires you guys to keep on doing things like this, to travel and get out to Japan and teach that, you know, to people like in Japan. I see some groups go all the way down to Argentina and things like that. So what inspires you to keep pushing and reaching out to people like that as well?
For what inspires me, and it's been for a few years now, is her, and how passionate she is in learning, and not just in Tahitian but in the whole Polynesian culture. And that's what really is driving the Tahiti Mana train, because she is passionate, and every single ideas and next project she has, it's hard to say no to it, because it sounds fun, you know. I mean, like, you were with us in New Zealand,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
Even in New Zealand, I was like, oh, where are we going next? Italy.
Yeah, it's like, okay, well, give me 6 months to save money.
So is Italy booked already? Because, you know, I'll talk to Sheila right now in the next room, and you know, we'll book the tickets.
COVID yesterday.
Hey, COVID, can you back up a little bit?
That's it, you know. Like, it's almost the same feeling on stage as competition, but it's way less stressful than a competition for everybody, because, you know, I'm a competitor, and if we enter a competition, I'm gonna be not mean, but to the dancers, and then the whole process is so much smoother by doing a cultural exchange. Everybody is happy throughout the whole entire process. It's still, you know, we still have to make the costumes and all this stuff, but it's not a competition. It's just like it's just a fun experience every single time. So to get back to your question, she's my inspiration.
I don't know, it's just something that is in me. I can't explain it. I don't know why I love this so much. It's just like those drum beats, they just bring you alive, and I don't know. But I want to acknowledge the people that came before us and helped us. Uncle Tuko in the days teaching Mana drumming, because he was a dancer before. He wasn't a drummer. He could play ukulele and get by on singing and all that, but he wasn't a drummer. So, I mean, actually, you did a little bit of drumming with
Grand Valley, but I was just on the 2A. That was
so. Uncle Tuko and Tati Manko also helps us a lot and guides us. Our mentors. I think everything we do, we want to make sure that we're not going too far. You know, we learn this tradition, and sometimes, you know, we get restless and all these ideas, and I think we have to be careful to teach what was taught to us. There is growth and there is change that happens, but we make it a point to teach like the old songs. Like, he teaches uru, he learned when he was little, that talks about how to prepare breadfruit. You know, just teaching these really traditional is kind of a weird word. It's hard to pin down with.
But we're not going to get into.
Dance. So it's hard to pin it down, but you know, everyone has their own definition. But we try to do the old while still feel free to explore and to express how we want to. But we always try to look at our elders and And like when I started the online studio during COVID, I was kind of scared. I'm like, is this the right thing to do? I was super nervous, and I kept asking him, and then I said, go ask your mom, is it okay? And, oh yes. So like for me, not being Tahitian, I just want to do the right thing, and I just want to do it properly. But I have my own ideas and my own vision, so it's just a balance. I feel like we just went really off topic.
No, that was cool. It's good. Again, you guys are watching Hbtv with your host Harry Bugarin, and this is the second season. We have Tahiti Mana, we have Manarii and Nalini Gauthier as our special guests tonight. As far as just moving away from the instruction and the education, what you guys do with your classes, tell us a little bit about some of the projects that Tahiti Mana has been involved in, whether like in the mainstream media, movies, commercials, or TV shows and things like that. Tell us a little bit about those, if any.
Okay, so we've been blessed to do what we do, and opportunities just have fallen into our lap from everywhere. We never sought out to do what we're doing. It just happened naturally. It just naturally unfolded. And we've just been able to do the most amazing projects, and we're just so blessed and so grateful. I think hard work pays off. When you work hard, people see that and they go to you. So we've never really pushed, but we've actually been hired to choreograph for some of the big shows in Waikiki, for dance groups around the world, actually. Japan, we help a group on Vaiora in Osaka. Places you would never even imagine people dance Tahitian, and they do, and they love it. And so we've been able to travel, teaching workshops, and some of the cool things, like commercially, so we have our dance school. When we first started in 2011, it was more of like a troupe. And then in 2015, we kept growing and growing. So we kind of split off into a dance school, and then our troupe, and then we have our production company. And our production company, that's been fun. We've been able to, we have hotel shows like Turtle Bay. We were in Surf at the Bar. Where else? Waikiki. We've been able to perform for, like, Ben Affleck hired us as entertainment for, what movie was he shooting?
We can say we danced for Batman.
Yeah. I tried to pull him up on stage for audience, and he kissed me on the cheek. He was like, sorry, I can't. And then he kissed me on the cheek, and I was like, oh. I used to like back in the day, because, yeah.
And Toa was dancing too, and he's like, man, that was my favorite part of the show, that little boy that was dancing.
And then we've been on German TV shows, Comedy Central with Adam Devine. We performed for Cardi B when she came here. We got asked to perform at her dinner, and yeah, we were on her story, and that's cool stuff. But
other things we've been involved
what's been cool was the the Ho'olaulea for when the world Malama Honua.
Oh man, that was
really
magical. Honor. Like all of the Hokulea came, Fa'afaite from Tahiti, all of the canoes from the Pacific that just all converged to Hawaii. And there's like 25,000 people.
Wow.
At Magic Island, and we had the opportunity to dance for them. It was beautiful.
Yeah, to be asked to dance for that was really an honor, and it really makes you think like what you do and just how to be the best that you can be, and just keep improving. But what else?
Projects we've been involved with for the past 5 years is the Heva Tuaru as well. So we got blessed to be invited by Enoch Loglin. Shout out to Enoch. He's the man. He's the president of the Sports Federation, an ancestral committee for ancestral sports in Tahiti, and he invited us to have a team from Hawaii to go to Tahiti and compete in the traditional sports competition. So they have a whole bunch of different sports, but we didn't enter everything. But we for the first year, which was 5 years ago, so 2015 was the first trip, or 16, I forget. But he he got us there, and we got a team of guys, and all of them were Tahiti Mana dancers. There, and then from then, we got to do coconut tree climbing competition, rock lifting, fruit bear race, so all of this, it's Taumahari, Amor Auf A. We had the Timau Ra'au, and then also they started doing a traditional wrestling recently as well. But then doing this kind of made me think about what the Heiva is really. When we came back, I was like, man, every in this world we're in here, in the more of an American world, the Heiva, everybody talks about Heiva, but most of it is like, solo dancing, or things like that nowadays. And I was like, man, we need to show that it's not just dancing. Heiva, is also canoe racing and all those traditional sports. So as soon as we came back, well, became a new project. We started organizing our own Heiva tuaro that we called Heiva Vaihi. Vaihi, Hawaii in Tahitian. So Heiva tuaro I Vaihi, and that's been running, well, for 5 years. We're supposed to have it next month on November 7th. Of Manarii, and COVID didn't allow it. So,
Wow, it's been a year since we were back in Hawaii for that Heiva, huh? It's been 1 year already.
one
Almost,
month,
yeah.
so 11 months.
Wow, that's amazing. Wow, that's really cool.
But that's one of the projects that we keep on doing as long as there's no pandemic.
Right. So just a couple more questions, guys, before before our time is up. Just I don't want to keep you too long as well, but as far as with Tahiti Mana, what do you guys envision yourselves doing with Tahiti Mana in the next 5 years, and after that?
Continue teaching. So now we're online. We have an online studio that people can access from all over the world. It's self-paced. Gonna continue with that because a lot of my students, they don't live here or they move away and they want a way to stay connected. So it's been something that people have been asking for a while that I didn't think I would ever do, but with COVID I ended up doing it, and it's pretty cool. So continue with that, continue with our classes, and less competition, more cultural exchange. The next big thing we're planning is bringing Tahiti Mana to Tahiti. So that's kind of like the big thing that we've always wanted to do, that we're prioritizing right now. And then we're also working on
Tahiti, and then go to Reatea, on Tapu Tapu Atea, do a full cultural.
And I'm sorry, what month are we booking? I mean, is this happening?
To summer, July 2022.
Okay, all right. Duly noted. So.
Yeah. So the big project we're working on a new show that we hope to take around the world. So that's more of our production side of things. So we keep it separate, but some people do both. But yeah, we just gonna kind of streamline things and really choose what really fires us up, and yeah.
Great. And really quick, couple more questions. As far as what message or messages would you have for that young couple, just like yourself, who are saying, you know what, we want to start a dance studio as well, a production company, an entertainment company. What type of message or any advice you would give to that young couple? Mana, you can go first.
Make sure that you have some roots, somebody that you can talk to that is from Tahiti, that can give you the blessing in doing it, and then can help you learn, because we're constantly learning. And I think, just remember that this is not sports. This is not whatever you can think it is. It's a culture. It's somebody's culture. It's the Tahitian people, culture. And if you wanna use that vehicle to maybe, I don't know if the question involved like doing business with it. We know there's no money into dancing. That's basically it. You
Well,
know,
we don't want to be like he started a company, Island Windows, and we don't want to rely on dancing. Sometimes we make money dancing, and that's
Yeah.
cool, but
but we're doing this because
Yeah.
we want to perpetuate the culture and then do it, with intent. So for the young people that want to do it, and there are some out there that I see that have that backup and they're doing it the right way, and it's
just
good to see.
being ready to sacrifice, make a lot of sacrifices, because you don't come first anymore. All the people that you're leading come first. So yeah, just be ready to sacrifice.
Be selfless.
And know how to handle stress.
Awesome. All right, before I let you guys go, any other thoughts off the top of your head that you guys want to give that message out to our viewers?
We just wanted to encourage people just to enjoy what you do and not to be too hard on yourself, and just really enjoy. Don't dance to be a champion or get titles. Just enjoy it, and also be grateful and and also we wanted to give a shout out to our parents, our biggest supporters, my parents, his parents, to our families, our siblings, all those people who are always just cheering us on no matter what we're doing.
Our kids, Hiro in California, the other two outside.
JJ, Nalini, and close friends that have been with us through the beginning, close friends that are like family, Paloma and Ohana, and just everybody. There's so many, I don't want to start naming because I'm going to people out, but just all the people that just give their hearts and souls and believe in what we're doing and contribute, because we can't do this by ourselves. By ourselves, it's nothing really. It's everybody who's been part of what we've been doing from the beginning. And people come and go, and that's, it's all good. When they're there, we're just happy that they're there. And if you have to do life. And we just want people to enjoy being there when they're there. I think burnout can happen, so I think to avoid that, just, focus here, come back when you're not, just enjoy, because we all lift each other up, and we want to shout out to all the people that, just support us on Facebook. We don't know them, or Instagram, or YouTube, whatever. Thank you for all your love and support. We feel it, and we're so grateful. All the people we've met around the world. Old dancers, new dancers.
On behalf of Team Vahine, I want to give
Vahine.
a big shout out to Enoch, Loglin, and Leilani. They're awesome, and thanks to them, we get to go to Tahiti.
And just to all of our dancers and musicians and everybody who's been on the journey with us, thank you so much. Everyone just contributes amazing things, and it's because of everybody together that we've been able to be blessed with the things and the experiences that we have. Shout out to the people in Tahiti that always support us and send us love and encouragement.
My brother and family, Tahiti Mana, and my parents. Yeah, that's it.
And Jack Gray. Jack is someone who's influenced recently. Just kind of using dance as a tool more for finding joy, and rather than perfect lines and perfect choreography, just using dance as a tool to just find your inner happiness and your inner fire.
And thank you, Harry.
Thank you, Harry. Harry's one of our biggest supporters, the whole family.
No, and thank you guys. It's like I said, when we got there to the islands, we didn't really have anybody, and joining the group and actually just being part of that Tahiti Mana family throughout that time and over the years since we've left. We always got your back. We're always supporting. We love you guys with all of our hearts, and we always thankful when you guys support us, especially when Malia has her competitions here, and I'm always texting you or we're calling you for any type of advice with that. But it's been a real blessing, and thank you for that. And I'm sure we can call up 200 of your dancers, and then they'll probably say the same thing. I know they would. So thank you. Keep on doing what you guys are doing. You guys are inspiring. Thank you for coming on this show. And this is what the show is all about. People like you and other people out there where, you know, I want to tap into and share their story as well. So thank you guys. We love you. You guys stay blessed. Much love and success moving on. I will definitely put all your contact information, if I haven't already, in the video description when this gets posted in about 3 minutes after we sign off. But I'd love to get you guys back on, you know, like for like a recap or like, you know, an up-to-date status type thing in the future show. Maybe, you know, maybe next year, like after Tahiti or something like that, which I'm going to talk to Sheila about booking those tickets in a couple minutes. So you need a drummer, man. We're here. I'm here. And let's get everybody on that line for Tahiti. But I want to thank you guys. Maruru, thank you. You guys have a blessed night. You guys have a wonderful night tonight with the family and just enjoy it and be safe, okay?
Thanks for having us, man.
And thank you everyone for coming on and joining the live.
Thank you guys. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, bro.
All right, so that was our show tonight with Tahiti Mana, Manarii and Nalini Gauthier of Tahiti Mana over there in Oahu. You know, when COVID and all the restrictions go down, you know, if you guys are on Oahu, go check them out. You guys will not be disappointed. If you guys just want to go in, just, you know, to try out how it is to sweat a little bit and do some, you know, some basics up and down that floor, whether you're a guy or a girl, child, get out there with them. They're great fun, great people. You guys will just love it. So again, that was our show tonight. Thank you guys for watching. Tune in again tomorrow as we have another guest on the show at 6 p.m. Sunday. Global Seed Savers. They're a non-profit organization that doing some great things in the world. They're based out in the Philippines, but we're going to go ahead and give them a chat and talk about what they're doing out there in the world as well. So everybody stay safe. Thank you for your time, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Have a good night.